is streaming. Let me know when you guys can hear me, and yeah, we'll get going with it. Alright, I think maybe it's having some issues. Okay. Alright, welcome everyone. The stream is live now. We're going to be streaming All-Stars C1 Battlefield, and it's going to be, I'm going to be on the Eagle team. So that's MMZ, Crown, 164, Bama, Bad to the Bone, Loose, Clark, Square, Dagu, 13, so many people. So yeah, should be a really good matchup tonight. Of course, you have Waggy, Daddy, you know, all of the kind of standard people, and the people who have recently gotten added to C1 All Stars. So that's kind of cool. Mini Meg and Whistle Pig are on the same team, and they're also on the same server, so that's cool. Styles, the 164 people are crazy. Love it. Man, it's a heck of a server, 164, it seems. But yeah, let's get to it. The final should be starting in a couple minutes, but I should be a good one. Let's look at the rewards first of all. So really, what are people fighting for tonight? So you can see all the different placements. We'll go from the bottom, 300, 301 and 401, or 301 to 400 don't really get too much. I mean, it's good stuff, don't get me wrong, but they probably spent way more than that getting to All Stars. 201 and to 300 gets the avatar frame, a gen, and then, you know, some of that same stuff. So you also don't really want to be here. Really, you want to get to 101 or under 200, because that's where you get that dragon egg that unlocks Layden or Amaterasu or the Kokian dragon. And then if you pass that, you get the castle. And then here's where we are today. Everyone's gotten that castle if you're in this battle. And so the only thing that you're really fighting for here is actually, the main thing are this Wolf Rider decorations. So that's kind of dumb, but let me reset the game. That seems like the only way that I can actually get into All Stars these days. Looks like we got a good group out there, though. Let me know where you guys are from, what servers, who you're rooting for. and I'll try and show those people, call out those people in the stream as I'm going. So. All right. Now I can get in. Come on. What the heck? Okay. I might have to redo it one more time. Alright, come on, let me in. Look, I finally can get in. No. The heck? Evony is so god dang glitchy. There we go. So we are actually in. We're not seeing people though. Looks like. Turn off these notifications because they're really annoying. This is kind of where we're going. Oh, that's Stallion. Nope, that's not where I'm going. Let me reset one more time. See if I can get on the right team. Everything. Gotta love Evony, huh? Every single time you try and do something, every All-Stars, I've had to quit and go back in like 3 times before the All-Star started. Still don't have any of the teammates, but we can at least do some streaming here. Probably means that there's going to be some messed up scores and stuff like that. Alright, started. Set on Dougu. Looks like Dougu did not take it. Clark did take a rally, so he went down to 15.2 already. That's kind of big. Hunter squared, looks like poured it out of one. Going on Clark again. See if Clark moves this time. Okay, looks like he did move that time, so that's good. Looks like they're setting. And I got muffed. And Dougie's setting on Rocky. 13.5 bill. See if he stays for that one. Looks like he did. Unless that was just like, maybe he got out of it. Got out of that one. PJ is speeding back, trying to move. Let's see, did he? Looks like he got it. He moved. That's good. Setting on Scorpion. It's at 7.8. Should be a clear. If they hit. And it looks like they did. That should be a pretty good size clear. Maybe not. I guess that was just a solo. It was glitching. Oh man, my scores are glitching again. Let me switch out of this. Here. This will allow me to do things a little bit easier. Hayat ported. Rally on Newt. Unless that's just, that might just be a, it doesn't look like it, just a portal. DJ. Looks like DJ ported. Set on Whistle Pig. Ported. You guys will get to see all the fun porting now. And that one hit. I'm setting on DJ again. Let's take a quick look at the score. See who jumped out to the early lead. Looks like Stallion. Waggy's team jumped out to the early lead. Bears kind of following. Eagles in third place, and Lion is pretty distant fourth. But you know, it's still way early, so that could be you know, still anybody's ball game. Dougu ported. Siren Scorpio. And that's a 0. screen itself didn't catch up in time, but I was able to catch it. So and this is basically what you have to do. You have to speed there and speed back every single rally. You gotta be hitting within, you know, seconds. $9.8 bill. Down to 6.3. That was pretty decent. Probably had some rains though. They're on DJ, or they're on Colt. Colt's at 14.7. See if they get him. Doesn't seem like they sent it. Rude. Someone's on DJ. DJ's down to 9.9 already. But ported. Set on Colt again. Cavs on Colt. So Colt must have already taken a pretty decent archer and maybe also a big siege. It's down to 14.7. Did get some rains, but that one's probably gonna hurt a bit. Oh, not too bad. Only 12 mil. Looks like he got actually a decent amount of rains, so that's good for him. On Stonewall. Stonewall is 14 bill. Let's see how much they do to him. Wow, 10 bill. So that's almost, I mean, he at 4.4 bill, that's probably almost a solo for some of these people. But they'll probably have to rally that. This 10.3. See if they got him. Looks like he ported in time. Rocky setting on Yixil. 13.8. Got some rains. See, I know he has a pretty good defense. Yeah, only about 4 bill. Wow, this is so much better now that I can actually see the chat. And okay, follow-up archer. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure they just sent an archer. Would have thought that they would wanted to go calves there, but maybe he got a bunch of calf rains. Looks like he ported anyways. Still can't see battle logs, unfortunately. Okay, cancel that one. Sending out Yixil again. This time looks like it was with calves, which is what I expected, but it looks like he ported it anyways, so didn't actually get him. Let's check the scores. Stallions still a pretty commanding lead. Bears in second. Eagles in third, and Lions still kind of way in the back. People are complaining about lag. They really want Yixil. Still at 9.2. Looks like that might have been a glitch. It's supposed to be a rally, but that guy's rallies, for some reason I can't click on. Does anyone have any alliance mates in the battle? Any server mates? Looks like Yixil just sent to a rally. Let's see if they set on him again. Setting on Colt. Colt's 11.8 build. They're setting calves. And he ported. docks. Doc will probably take that. 24. That'll probably be about 5 bill. Yeah, 4 bill. So the typical sequence for a big guy like that is going to be Archer, then probably either small or big siege, probably big siege here, and then Cav. So the big siege is to take out the Archer, so that the Cav can kill most of the ground, and then a follow-up ground clear if necessary, but sometimes it's not necessary. So they set on Colt. Colt's 11. Looks like they actually hit. Down to 3.3. That might be a clear. Looks like someone did try and solo. Let's see if they got it. Nope. Probably a couple more solos and that would be gone though. Sitting on Bob. Bob with the infamous 20 billion loss in a single rally. I don't know if you guys saw that report, but that was the craziest report that I've seen. And he's zeroed again, so he'll probably heal, but welcome to 164 with 23 point. Can't click on him though. I don't know if that means that he's not there. Looks like he's there, but Evony's glitching a bit. So then they're setting on docks again. Looks like Cav, like I said, they took out those archers, and now they're but he healed. So that's gonna be a splat. That's gonna be not very good, unless they were able to recall that. So that's kind of where you get into trouble when you get into dang, okay. Looks like you guys are on the wrong window. So let's get you on the right window. Hopefully that wasn't like that the whole time. Stallion still in a commanding lead. Rocky setting a rally on 2 left feet. 8.5. Cav. That could be a clear, but ported. Sorry, my live chat was also behind, so I didn't see that you guys were trying to tell me that I had an issue. But thanks for calling that out. For some reason it switched on me. Setting on JT. JT's at 16.6. Looks like he ported. Sure, Dubs at 3.6. Setting to rally. Let's go 164, also shared. 24.7 bill. And they're setting on him. Big siege, or maybe small siege. Interesting. I would have thought at 24 bill they would have gone archer on him first, but maybe they're trying to save their archer marches. Still took off like 4 bill, so that was a pretty decent rally. Setting on Dawn 8, 16 or 10.6, and he ported. Let's take a quick look at the scores. Waggy in first, Docs in second. Let's go 164 in third, and I won't do the rest of them. But Eagle in first, Bear in second. Stallion in first, Bear in second, Eagle in Lion in third, and Eagle in fourth. They're getting a lot closer, so looks like Mama's probably getting rallied. 21.6 down to 16.6. So no one really wants to take rallies unless they're trying to heal quite a bit. Setting on Styles, Archer 31.3. Big boy, let's see if he sits for the rally, and doesn't look like it. Ported. So let's look at the building control. It looks like there's one building that no one even took yet. I don't know. I guess people aren't looking for points quite as much as they were in some of the earlier rounds. Let's stop setting for a second. Let's kind of scroll the score a little bit so you guys can see the people that you're interested in. It's going a little bit better than last time, as you can see. Maybe. Oof. Okay, this needs to go away. See, Bob was already killed, but did get 18k points from it. Or I'm not sure which one Bob is. Looks like that one's Bob. The other guy must have been the person that killed Bob. So on JDH 8.6 bill ported. So for those of you that don't know, it's really annoying when people port because it sends everyone has to speed their march back. It doesn't give you back your general like it does normally. All right, scroll a bit. Man, the score seems just super laggy. Even though the rest of it is much better, the score is still pretty bad. Down to like 30. That's kind of, well, where no one's advancing this time. It's just the winning team that really matters here. Their team is now in second, or might have been in second before, but is extending their lead a little bit. One thing about tonight's match is you probably won't see people healing quite as much because there's not really a lot of rewards. Man, a lot of people are hard on Bob. I wonder if he cost them the a place or something by getting 20 bills zeroed. All right, that's it. Only 96 people in. Guess they didn't quite fill. So people are probably too busy doing Yumers. So thanks for everyone for taking time out of your busy Yummer day to watch the All-Stars. Hunters on Dr. Kalamansi, 10.7 and ported. Although I guess bookmarks don't really help me any. Let's see how Waggy's doing in. He's at 11 bill. Oh, that's new. Okay, 13 bill. Starting on Callisto, another Stallion member. They're probably trying to knock Stallion down a bit because Stallion's currently in first. Kalisto might have been able to port out of that. Looks like they were. That looks like a pretty easy clear. Maybe not even a rally needed for that one, but it worked. Yeah, they're definitely going pretty hard on Stallion right now. So I think they're just trying to even up the score a little bit. 13.2. Did it connect? Looks like it did. Down to 8.8. So it is a little bit of a dangerous game. Attacking the person in first, especially if you want to be in first. It's basically you're giving the other team points. So you're hoping that you're getting more points than they're giving up. Or yeah, than they are by killing your rallies. But so you really want really clean rallies and zeros. Okay, that was an 8.8 build to 0. So that was a good clear by them. So that worked out well. And they have taken second place, Eagle, from Bear. Bear is still very close. Lion's also pretty close. Stallion, though, has a pretty decent lead. YB, they're setting an archer on him again. I think they already archered him, but might be doing some trickery too, where they lead archer and then send like big siege or something like that. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do to try and get people to stay for rallies and stuff like that. See if they keep setting on YB. Oh, he ported. Waggy's also looks like he's healing a bit, so on YBE again, Cav, but ported, so that one's not going to hit. Teaches at 6.5. See if they send that rally. And he ported. They're on Waggy. And Vesperanius, 11.6. See if he stays. Looks like he's staying at the moment. Maybe speeding his march back. Down to 8.2. Let's look at the scout report on Yixil. Looks like he's just healing marches, so that's a pretty easy cav solo, or even ground, honestly, because there's not really any layers. Set an archer on. Interesting. Some of the ordering is a little bit different than I would expect here. Seem to be doing double archers instead of archer cav sometimes, but ported anyways. See what Waggy's at now, 13 bill. After that rally, he might have also healed. Dr. Calamansi is 10.2. Alright, let's look for Love You Guys score. Tua is in 23rd. I know someone was asking about him before. I don't remember seeing I Love You Guys, so maybe unfortunately she's near the bottom. She or he, I guess. You know, people were big on dubs the other night, so he's sitting at 68. Come on. Alright, let's refresh this. And they zeroed Let's Go 164. Looks like they might have taken it from, oh, no, maybe not. CTs, it's at 9 bill. They're probably going to set Archer on CT. And if that hit, which it looks like it did, that might be a clear, depending on his defense buffs. Yep, that was a clear. That makes me feel a little bit better about my defensive buffs. Yeah, so I wanted to split the screen and do the scores in addition to the gameplay, but it seems like the unfortunately the other, basically Evony is glitching again, and it's not able to show the scores on that account super well. Funky Town got rallied 9.5 to 1.2. Someone's probably gonna try and solo that if they're smart, unless he has a bunch of T1s, but that should be an easy clear, unless he might also be ghosting. Nope. Okay, someone sent a solo. Let's see if they got it. Maybe, or maybe it did nothing to him. Yeah, it looks like that didn't really affect him. So, oh, okay, he's burning. He was just hiding troops. Summer War, they're soloing. Yeah, so with the ability to heal presets, okay, that solo didn't go very well. I don't know why this person's calling out to solo people when they don't seem to be easy solos. It's just wasting some marches, in my opinion. Alright, they're on. There's a mine. Let's see who's got it right now. Bear has it right now. But as usual, it switches in the last second. And Waggy's got it. Waggy's team. So, looks like they got it. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. Yeah, I think Waggy's team in the last All-Stars, or the last the prelims and stuff like that, not prelims, semis, I think they got the mines a decent amount, and so they were able to get an advantage. So that was like a 5 bill rally. This guy has pretty good defense buffs, it seems. Love You Guys is at 1.5 bill, so it looks like pretty much mostly cleared. Probably had just shield and march. Dr. Kalmasu, but he ported again. That was a pretty small rally. I think they were trying to catch him. They should set again. He just joined that rally, but we'll see if they do. Nope, they're on Kingtron. It's at 10.5 bill. And down to 7 bill. So not the worst rally, but definitely hurt. Eagles still in second place, Stallions leading, Lions in third place, and Bear has dropped down to fourth place. So Itachi, I know you were asking about that, is in 12th place. It's looking pretty good. But again, the only thing that really matters for finals is which team really wins, because the main thing that you're looking for are those March decorations, which doesn't really do much, but it's a little bit of a prestige thing. And the only the winning team gets that. So that's you have to be on the winning team. So it doesn't really matter to heal if you're not on the winning team, or if your team's not close. Let's see if we can get to. And I hope you guys are seeing. I love you guys, because I can't seem to find them on here. Definitely a lot smaller scores than last time, because, like I said, not much to fight for. Wonder if I love you guys changed. Oh, there it is. 48th place. They're on R. R was 11.4 bill. Looks like probably ported out of that. Wagyu was on Let's Pay Evony. Yeah, okay, that was only a 2 bill. So that was a pretty good defense, unless that was just a really small rally. Yeah, I was really trying to. I tried contacting some of the people on the Eagle team, see if I could listen in on their line call. Obviously, with the delay and stuff, to make sure that we're not sharing any secrets or anything like that. But didn't get any response, so unfortunately not able to share that with you guys. Sigu's at 6.4 bill. Let's see if they set a mount, or maybe even ground, honestly, at that. It's like mount is what they're doing. And let's see if they got him. Yep, and zeroed him. Setting on Styles. Styles is still 30 bill. Let's see if he's going to port from that. Seems like it's okay. Yeah, looks like ported, which is probably why he's still 30 bill. Stallion still in commanding lead. Eagle has expanded the lead a little bit, and Lion and Bear are in third and fourth. Let's look for number 13. Number 13 is ironically number 13. So good on them. Bama looks like he's getting rallied. 9.7 bill. Unless he already got rallied. Maybe they canceled. I don't know. $164 is Tay. Took about 4 bill off of there. JDH, let's look at the scout report. Looks like they just healed some marches. That's probably honestly a ground solo. So, but he didn't get there. this is frozen. Give me a second, resetting this. So what do you guys think about this castle that they are giving out for this All Stars? I know I gave some of my thoughts during semis because that's really what people were fighting for at that point. But what do you guys think about it? Is it something that you think that it's worth spending all these speeds and stuff to heal, or not so much? People sharing. All the hives are pretty spread out at the moment. Matua's at 7.7. That's a pretty decent size. Could maybe get a rally on him. Nos. It's rallied, but looks like he ported. And Hunter Square is getting rallied, it looks like. 12.3 bill. See, not bad at all, only about 2 bill, and this person was able to port out of it. Yeah, so that's the big strategy, is wait for someone to set the rally on them, and hope that they've already sent the rally so that they can't really speed back before they're able to, or before, you know, to port out of the rally. The rallies happen so fast in All Stars. They're set and they're full within like 2 seconds, and they hit the person within like 3 or 4 seconds. Up in 164. Let's see, 20.8 bill. Looks like they might have healed. And I think the other teams are a little bit more spread out, and then speeding into rallies so that you can't just find the hives really easily. So they're on Waggy. Waggy's at 7 bill, and it looks like he ported, but maybe not. Nope, looks like he's still there. Down to 5 bill, so not an amazing rally. He's probably, at this point, he's probably a lot of layers. On Dougie, 8.6 bill, going calves. And down to 8.1, or is that what it would, that's 0. Nice. Setting on Waggy again. Archer, he's at 4.1 bill. I would be surprised if he didn't port. Yeah, okay, he ported. Let's look for Bob, 20 bill. Clear. He should be kind of up towards near the top. Tachi's at 16th. Number 13 went up to number 12. Maybe he's not as close to the top as I thought. Bob 20 bill clear is at 42, 24k points. on Hasselhoff. 8.8 bill. See if he stays for it. Nope, ported. Scottermost Kraka. Just a nice Mount Solo. Did anyone? Nope. We got him. Crystal Mine coming. Line currently has it, but still has 2.5 minutes on it. And someone got that clear. Back on Weggy. Looks like he ported it again. Nope, maybe not. So that was probably a 0 of Weggy. Can't imagine he won a rally at 3.5 bill. Unless he ported. 0.3 bill. 2.9 bill. I think they're just soloing at this point. 2.7 bill, 2.5, taking about 200 mil off at a time. Someone should have a clear here. 2 bill. Ooh, that was a bigger one. I think one or two more would get him. But they're also wasting a bunch of troops. Waggy's built like a tank. This probably has completed research and stuff like that, so. Still setting, so. Doesn't seem too bothered by people soloing him. They're on QH, MC1, just posting a bunch of chords again. Or which is at 8.6, that's a pretty decent size for a clear. Stallion still in the lead. Waggy's getting all those solo points. Eagles in second with Lion close behind and Bear kind of a little bit further back. Okay, guess they didn't really want to rally Warwitch. Now it goes up. It's an archer. I don't know what Warwitch has left, but I'm assuming she's gonna port. Yep, ported. I think they might have forgotten the cart, so different team probably got that. So Bodhisattva, 5.1 bill, probably a good cav or ground. But their setting seems a little slow. If I'm being honest, there's a lot of things posted. Maybe this person isn't on the call. They are Vietnamese, so they might not speak English to join the call. So that's kind of hurting them because there's definitely some nice clears that they could have that they're not getting, or they're not setting quickly enough. But they might also be kind of out of troops. It is a little bit further on. I don't expect people to heal quite as much. There are some people with troops left. Hunter's got 8 bill left. Bama's at 9. Crown's at 21. Maybe they healed or they didn't get hit yet. Let's see, Clark's just healing marches. Started on Maher. Oh, but canceled. Oh, we just looked at that. Yeah, so it looks like there's enough people healing. Started on Bree now. 7.6 bill. Probably porting out of there. Looks like they sped their march back. 6.6 bill. That was a really weak rally. You don't want me to mess with you, do you? Could play the game. I don't know if you ever saw How I Met Your Mother, but the but game. You can just say up, 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 and you'll have a rough day tomorrow. 6.6 bill. Let's see. Looks like maybe Bree was healing a bit, and that looks like maybe a 0, either a 0 or very close. Maybe the 1.5 is ghosted, or it doesn't look like it actually. Maybe it was just just couldn't take all the troops. See what JDH has left. Mostly just layers, some marches. Let's take a look at the score. Stallion's in the lead. Eagle's not in second anymore. Lion took second. Eagle is in third, and Bear is in fourth. Waggy is number 1 overall. So since Stallion's winning, the top 15 from Stallion will get that March decoration. So right now that would be Waggy, Dr. Kalamansi, YBE North. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So all the way down to 42nd place would jump up to be 15th place. Gotta love Evony math sometimes, or scoring. Love it. Someone on the call must be making a lot of noise. That's really annoying when people do that, and you basically have to kick them from the line group to get them to stop making noise in the call. But otherwise, it's super distracting. Probably one of the reasons why they stop setting for a second. Yeah, Waggy's pretty good. I also don't know what he healed. I think when you kind of have those buffs and stuff, you can heal a lot of lower tier stuff, so that clears don't really go through. So if you have a bunch of T1, you can clear that. Ported. Welcome to 164. Still sitting there. Oh, now ported. Let's take a look at the map. We have an even distribution of places. Someone finally did take that last one. And the teleports don't seem to be as much of an issue tonight. They haven't been getting stuck, so the teams have been a lot better at trying to figure out how to hold the ports. Lion's taken off from Eagle for second. Not that second really matters. Really the only thing that matters in this matchup is first. And first has a very big lead at the moment. Pigeon apiece. It's 5.5 bill. But looks like just taking ports. Did that actually hit? Hard to tell. Looks like ported away. Looks like Intruder is on the stream. Was playing on Wednesday night. Took a bunch of rallies, but it looks like didn't advance. So good play on Wednesday night, but bummer you didn't advance. Obama's getting rallied. 2.3 bill. Ooh, that's about zeroed. See what Maher's at. 11.1 bill. Starting on Abby. 7.6 bill. Probably gonna port. She's usually pretty good at porting, but looks like maybe didn't make it that time. Let's see. If not, this is gonna be a pretty rough report. Looks like they maybe made it out. Started on Bodhi. Does look like some of the rallies are filling a little bit slower, and unfortunately that's just going to happen when people aren't healing as much. Let's look at 13 again, since you guys are interested. It was in 13th, not in 13th anymore. Tachi's in 12th, Clark's in 19th. 13th dropped to 21st. So, yeah, probably not doing a whole bunch of healing tonight because they're not close to winning. Hasselhoff, 8.1 bill. It's like ported. Bodhi's still at 5.7. So it sounds like Hades, you're in 68, you're in Neff. I think that's where 13 is. That's a really good alliance. I'm a big fan of Minimags. Minimags was my setter for last All-Stars. Super fast. We crushed a whole bunch of people early, and then basically everyone kind of teamed up on us because we were winning, and we ended up losing by quite a bit and didn't advance. So that was before you could heal presets, so it was a much different game. You just wanted to kind of get out of everything, and there was a lot more full healing actually because people were able to take rallies. I was looking at some reports, and from this All-Stars to last All-Stars, I basically went from like 6 to 7 bill last All-Stars to this All-Stars 10 bill, and last All-Stars I won at least one rally before I was zeroed each time, and this All-Stars at 10 bill I took one rally and got zeroed. So the game's definitely much different than it was like even 3 months ago. So the attack buffs have gone up, the defense buffs have stayed the same. So even with the more power and the less debuffs that you're getting comparatively, you're really struggling to defense against those big rallies. Setting on Vespa. Archer, but not filling super fast. Probably not going to be a big rally, and ported anyways. So okay, Evony got rallied down to 3 bill. I think, if I'm not wrong, that this person is a T1 trap ported, but I'm pretty sure if they're in FUC that they're a T1 trap. So got a lot of points that way last battlefield, I know, from those ground solos. But wow, that ground solo actually did it. That was like a 3 bill clear. Oh, missed that one. A little bit over an hour in. A lot of people are dead. Stallion's at 850,000 points. Lion is 150k points behind. Probably not going to take up first place anytime soon. But you can always dream. Bear is solidly in 4th place, and Eagle is in 3rd place. Could go to 2nd depending on how those power swaps go. But yeah, probably not a lot of people healing, so we might get a little bit more boring of a matchup going forward. Bama got zeroed. I think he was only at like 2 bill the last time I saw, so definitely could have been not a very big rally. 6.2 for Matua. Rocky was calling for Reigns. Rocky's still at 10 bill. I wonder if he was healing. He was on my team for prelims. He was pretty good at porting out of things, so that's good. You're a T1 trap. I do not like T1 traps. I know it's part of the game, but it's kind of annoying to have built all these buffs and power and stuff and not be able to take out a T1 trap. Looks like Lion got that one, or maybe Stallion. Not sure if they got in on time. But a team heal here could dramatically change the game. So I know Stallion has been really on those mines, but I don't know if they actually got one. Wow, holy cow, that's a solo. Oh, okay. I thought that was 11.8 bill. Much different story. That's not even positive. So, but let's look what R has left. Probably a decent amount at 7 bill. But a lot of Reigns actually. Oh, must be down to kind of a ground clear. No, not really. That would have been a much better rally actually. I don't know why they were doing that. That also doesn't look like 11 bill power. I wonder if they just got a team heal. And the power hadn't updated yet. Yeah, so T1 traps are nothing to be ashamed of. It's definitely like a way to play. So it's definitely a way that like you said, low coiners or no coiners can actually win some battles and be part of it without having to build a bunch of troops or risk a lot getting zeroed. Setting up Royal, 4.7 bill, ground clear, and he ported. Yeah, not a lot of people with troops left, so they're trying to get the people that do have troops. It's an archer rally on welcome to 164. Let's see if he stays for it. Oh, and there was a rally before they got to him. 11.5 bill. Let's see what that previous rally was. This rally may not go very well if 10.5 bill. Yeah, that was not a very good rally. They basically got the other rally, took out a lot of the troops that they were trying to kill. So probably if they had gone big siege or something like that, it would have been a little bit better. Which is probably what they're, nope, cav now. Interesting. 10.5. At a 20 bill power or 24 bill power player, 10.5. That might be a little strong for a cav, but we'll still probably do okay. But they canceled anyways. Setting on Nos. Nos is at 3.9. He's probably not going to sit and take this, although he was speeding his troops back, so he might have gotten caught. See if he did get zeroed. Looks like he might have gotten out of it. Yep. Let's see what Piggy Bank's at. 5 bill still. Setting on R. Cav on R. R had a bunch of reigns the last time that they were trying to solo. Yeah, let's see if R stays for this. 7 bill is, I think for her size, is probably a pretty good clear. Yep, and dead. Yamato, what's Yamato at? 12.2. Looks like he's been healing a bit because he was zeroed a couple times before. How's Waggy doing? 9.9 bill. Actually has some troops to kill now, so they could rally him again, but probably not worth it. Yeah, someone was asking about what server I play on. I'm on server 44, so C1 server, and yeah, I was in first round of All Stars. Name's Boss, but yeah, didn't advance. That was pretty decent. That was about a 4 bill rally. Kalamasu, 6 bill. I'd much rather rally him than than Waggy at 6 bill, which is what they're doing. Cav, not a super big rally, but depending on what he has. Oh, ported. Put it right next to him too. At this point, the alliance war is kind of a bit annoying because it's just, at this point, it's just, there's just so many ghosts and stuff and so many people taking buildings. But MMZ is getting rallied, 27.6 bill, and it looks like he ported. Yep. And looks like Rocky also ported. JT looks like he's basically dead. And Rocky got a rally. Look, that was an archer. Sounded 3.7 bill. You're sharing Vespa again. 8.4 bill. Be a pretty decent clear if they could get it, but speeding the march back. So at this point, setting would be way too late. You want to set when people are sending to rallies, but they did just join a rally. So let's see if rally goes up on Vespa. They're also only filling to about like 35, I think. So, and Rocky is getting rallied again. He should probably port, otherwise he's gonna probably get zeroed. Setting on Waggy. Okay, game's frozen. Let me reset real quick. These All-Stars have just been brutal. The lag has been so bad. People haven't been able to get into the game for like the first part of it, and it's just, I mean, it's not just this All-Stars, it's every All-Stars. You know, there's 100 people playing, many different matches, particularly in prelims. There's a bunch going on, but I mean, everybody knows it's going to happen. They planned it. They should be able to handle it. So I don't know why it's such a big deal every time, and the lag is so bad. At least the lag is hopefully a little bit more uniform. But sometimes like one team not being able to get all their people in and glitching and stuff like that, that's not super fun. Reinforce Siege to MMZ. Did he actually take it? Oh, wow. He's down to 8.8 bill. He was at 26, I think, a minute ago. So those were some pretty big rallies. He took another one. Oh, he's zeroed for sure. That's kind of the state of the game, though. You can be 20, 26 billion, 30 billion, whatever, and still be zeroed in 4 rallies maybe. You know, even the big people in C2, they're not taking rallies. They're porting from rallies. Sir Philip, you know, it would take a bit, but they would kill him just like they did last All-Stars. Offense has only increased since last All-Stars, so they would be able to kill Sir Philip way faster, actually. Abby's got a bunch of marches out, but they didn't set on her. And Dr. Calamansi, 5.8. Slowed down a little bit. I think people are starting to get out of rallies, out of troops and stuff. There's a archer, looked like on, oh, not archer, a clear that's coming here, but ported. Meatman also ported. See what Bama has left. Bama's zeroed and doesn't seem to be healing, because again, there's not much point. Setting on Matua, Cav, and he ported. Well, yeah, of course the game also lags when All-Stars is not going on. It was not very promising when this morning they had a server outage right before All-Stars. You know, it's par for the course. Pigeon Peace ported in, 5.2 bill. See if they set on Pigeon and Peace. Yeah, also, if you guys want to put your game ID, the 8-digit number that's on your character page, Evony will give you 1 day of speed ups and 200 gems. Um, that hasn't really scaled well enough, but if you want that, you can certainly put your game ID, the 8-digit number, in the chat, and I will make sure to forward it to Evony. Set on Yamato. Looks like he healed a bit before that rally was coming, and then back down to 11.5. So I probably was healing. I don't know if it was ground or mounts or something. I don't know what they said on him. Rocky's getting a rally, but was able to port. Yeah, I wish that I was able to show how the line calls usually go, because if you think that all this porting and rallying and stuff like that is chaotic, the line call is even more chaotic, because people are calling out rains, calling out for rallies, hopefully not making too much more noise than that. That's probably a 0 if he stayed. Nope, 3.3. Must have a pretty solid defense, or that was a really small rally. Probably both. Yeah, I wonder when we'll see our first big dragon oh, now that looks like he was maybe 0 then. I wonder when we'll see our first big dragon decoration. I think this is only the level 12, because the next dragon decoration you need 6 dragons at 15. So you have to have an all-stars dragon to even do it. But I mean, getting any dragon to 15 is insane. So I wonder when we'll see our first one of those. Wasn't this all-stars, which, you know, is good. Makes me feel a little bit less behind. But people definitely have the level 12 ones. People are still soloing Waggy. Oh no, that was a rally. But he healed. Why is he healing? They solidly have the lead. He must just want the first place or something. But even that, like, I mean, he's double the second place score. Yeah, but one Ymir 4 will get you, well, not much, but some. Oh, Waggy actually ported. That's a new one. 1 Y4 will at least get you some tactic scrolls, so that's always good. Set on Yamato. Definitely was too late for that, but it looks like he ported. Does anyone care to see the scores further down? It's mostly, I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter for finals, other than the top 15 in the winning team. But I'm happy to share some of the further scores. So that was a ground rally, or a ground solo, and he actually did kill the rest of Waggy's troops. It's like he didn't really have too much. Let's see what he actually. Let's look at the buffs actually. So on the attack side, really solid ground buffs, over 2,000, almost 1,600 defense, and almost 1,500 HP. But of course on defense, I mean, Waggy stacked. All the HP looks like it's about 1200 or higher, highest on mounts. I'm curious if HP really even does anything anymore with these big rallies. It almost seems like it's more of a solo thing, and it might be worth spending your refines on something else instead. But I mean, really nothing matters with some of these big rallies. Wow, that's pretty incredible though. 568% ground attack debuff, and also on this side 662% attack debuffs. So ground attack debuffs are really difficult to get. So they're doing they have to have a very specific setup for that, and also they have most things maxed. So, but hey, they give the rest of us something to shoot for, I guess. 40k tactics rolls. You must not be level 36 yet, because they go super fast once you get some of that research unlocked. Superman's at 11.2. I don't know why everyone's scouting him, because he's just porting. Let's see if anyone's close. Oh, Bear is almost out of ports, so I don't know if anyone from Bear is still alive. It doesn't seem like their score has really decreased, or not decreased, but increased in quite some time. So is JT 551 million zeroed, or is he might be hiding in March. And Bear is out of ports, so if they can find a Bear target, which might be what they're trying to do. Nope, they got Lion. But Huntress, looks like that's another one of your alliance mates in Neff. But ported away before the rally hit. It is cool, at least this All-Stars, you get to see that most people are K40 now, unlike some of the other All-Stars where it was really only the super coiners that got to K40. So Stallion still in first, basically to 1,000,000 points. Lions in second, Eagles close behind that, and Bear maybe gave up. They're pretty far back, so it looks like Waggy's for sure going to get #1 overall. I think probably for the second time in a row. And yeah, so let's maybe take a look at who the top 15 are right now. So it's Waggy, Dr. Calamansi, YB North, Yamato, Callisto. How many was that? So I think that's 5. R 6, Nas 7, Hoki 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 15 changed out. Maher snuck in there, where I think it was before, maybe either Pigeon and Peace or one of these other people a little bit further down. But everyone's still fighting, so that's good. It wouldn't be much fun to have a match that just ended so early. But definitely people are not healing quite as much. There's not much to fight for, especially since pretty much every match that I've seen this All-Stars, with the exception of some of the C2 matches, Sing and stuff like that, like theirs have been a little bit more close, but all the C1 matches that I've seen are not very close. There's been one alliance who has just taken taken an early lead and kind of stuck with it. Matua was able to port out of that, so that's less points for Eagle team, but those points don't really matter. There are still, it does seem like Stallion team is maybe healing some arches and stuff. I was soloed, but only 200 mil. Let's see. Built like a tank. Superman, I know. Oh, they're setting a Maher. Maher was in the top 15th. He was 15th for Stallion, but he's porting away, I think. We'll give it a second, see if it updates, but I think he ported away. He recalled his troops, so. Yep, Maher ported. I think Maher's on one of your guys' servers. Same with Ben Solo and Grey Wolf. That got eliminated in last round. But different alliance if I recall correctly. Number 13 still alive. 9.6 bill. Looks like there's a rally coming on him. Let's see if he gets out of it or not. And looks like he moved. Yeah, so for those of you that haven't been around for a long time, I started a YouTube channel. Obviously that's what I'm streaming on, but I'm also putting other videos and streams and stuff like that on there. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to that, and it'll keep you up to date with the rest of my content. Just a shameless plug for the YouTube channel. Setting on Matua again, see if he stays. Probably gonna port, and already ported. I had a defense 1, defense against a solo. Let's see what he had left. He had ground and mounts. Maybe not a smart solo to send a ground at. Sama again is near the top, but doesn't matter for this matchup. So basically it's the top 15 from the winning alliance, and then the top from there, I think, is how it works out. I don't remember exactly. Maybe second place gets a couple spots, like 5 or something, but not super important because the buffs aren't really very different. Looks like there's another mine coming up in a couple minutes. 3 minutes. You know, that is one thing. If Lion was able to get a team heal and all of their people were still around, maybe there's enough points left to put them in first. Maybe not, depending on if people are healed enough. but I don't even know if people are paying much attention to the cards at this point. It is kind of a big deal that Stallion owns it right now. Wow, they're not resetting the buildings at all. Because then they can't rally it, and it's harder to rain it than to attack it. Looks like Bama healed a little bit and is taking some solos. And these people are losing quite bad. And Parker has arrived. 21 bill. See if they set on him. It's like instead they're setting on the mine. And it's a mix of things. Honestly, a little early. Because then they can kind of see that and rain accordingly. But it's mostly about timing with the mine. If you're able to send it at the right time, you're good. If you're not, you're kind of screwed. So. Well, I hope some people got new dragons this All-Stars. Some people got, the keep that they're looking for. Looks like Stallion is now starting to rain the mine. Let's see if they're able to get enough in it. Bama also set. I think maybe just ghost marches. 15 seconds. And Eagle has it currently. But it looks like different team rallied it as well. Looks like Eagle still has it. So looks like they got the buffs. Probably were getting rallied from Stallion after that, but Lion just rallied and got the buff, or got the mine. But I think Stallion got the buffs. I wish it showed the buffs so you could see who actually got it. But I'm curious if they're gonna go after Parker. He's still just sitting on the launch pad. 21 bill. Should be a pretty easy target, honestly. Maybe their setters didn't see it. So you guys have any questions for me? Anything you're curious about with the game, All-Stars, streaming, whatnot? Just let me know in the chat and I'll try and answer. It's gotten a little bit boring towards the end here. There, a lot of people have a lot of troops, and people who do. Let's see, did he get zeroed? Nope, ported out of it. Okay. Looks like they finally saw Parker, and they're going from 21 bill. That was a bit smaller rally, but probably still going to go down to like 17 bill, 18 bill. And then I would expect that they're going to set more, probably a big siege. Yep. looks like they said another archer. So it might be still, ooh, that was big, 8.5. Send that. They need to set a cav. Eagle, looks like Eagle's a bit slow on this. They weren't able to, and he zeroed. They missed out on all the big point kills. They got the first rally in, but after that they missed out on the clears. Wonder what happened to Parker. Maybe he overslept or something, or like I'm saying, you know, not as many people care about finals because, you know, they got all the rewards that they care about, so they don't really care too much about how they place going in there. Maybe trying to get a couple extra humors. Although people at that size, I don't know if they're super concerned about that. Probably have almost as many tactic scrolls as Hades here. People keep thinking that they're gonna solo Bama, but they keep trying with ground. But he has cav left. Clearly people aren't scouting. Although it does look like he now probably is, oh, and this is what you see. Over 200 million T1 calves, so he's basically trying to trap as a ground trap, so he's trying to look juicy for a ground clear, but really he has enough T1 mounts that those ground clears are not going to go through, even with people's, you know, really good buffs. See if they had T15s. Nope, just T14s. Let's look at the buffs. Buffs are definitely good. Not quite as good as the other buffs that we looked at. And Bama's buffs are not quite as good as Waggy's buffs. But he might... The other thing is, these might not be his real buffs. These are probably buffs with flats on. He probably switched his gear to something that had mount flat refines on it for HP and stuff, and so that's how he's able to hold up to those big solos. $530 million. Lions closed the gap a little bit, only about 100k down, but still not going to be enough. There's not enough points, and I don't think Stallion's going to heal enough to let them get more points. There's rallying Golden, but Golden ported. 14.4 bill. He's probably healed a couple times. Knowing Golden. Server 164. I mean they're doing all right. Crown is in 4th place, but this is not actually 4th place. This is going to be like 20th place or something, because all of the Stallion is going to go first. But I don't know if any of the 164 people were on Stallion team. And the scoreboard isn't oh, there we go. So Crown. Yeah, some of these people just do well week after week or battle after battle, but this one, the single points are not the important part. S164's Tay is in 22nd, but that's going to drop down as well. Number 13th is in number 25th now. Welcome to 164 is at 37th with about 40k points. Probably not going to heal anymore though. Meatman's calling for Reigns. 9.4 bill. I don't know if seems like maybe a rally didn't actually go. Might have canceled. Looks like they set on Matua. I don't know if they actually got him. Looks like canceled. Rocky canceled the rally. Matua's been pretty good at porting. And everyone except for Bear has plenty of ports. Rallies have slowed down to a trickle. Take a look at I was on the other one. Meatman again posted. Looks like they hit him now. About 5 bill loss. It came out a bit negative. And then ported away from the ground, so that would have been a clear for sure. So Bama's getting soloed. I don't know if that T1 trap's going to keep working or not. I think they kind of figured out, but now they're coming with ground, so that one didn't go nearly as well. Because again, I think he has the flat refines on his wall, so. Ooh. Does have a bunch of reigns, and that's actually not really what he wants right now, because if he still has a bunch of T1s, those reigns are basically just points to give away. So yeah, he still has a bunch of T1s, so that ground, assuming his flats are done correctly, is not going to do anything. But DJ lost almost all their reigns, because I think this was this was ground. Interesting. Okay, so here's a rally report that we actually can look at. Thanks, Meatman, for sharing. So it was basically a full rally, 50 million. Did have like 6.8 mil reigns, and was at 9.4 bill, but still took off 5.1 bill. Let's look at the buffs. Buffs are pretty good. Only Archer HP and the Siege HP, really, even the defense is really close, are under 1,000. So that's pretty solid buffs. And 900 Archer debuff, so that's perfectly. So that's still capping the debuff on the attack, which is important to do, especially with these big attacks. So lost quite a bit. Had a little bit of T14s left, but the archers and mounts died, and that's kind of what you expect to happen with the big rallies. Is the mounts will die first, and then the archers will kind of be targeted next, and then kind of the top tier ground will be kind of the final thing. So he would be a pretty easy cav rally after this. It's hard to see without like the scout because I have to scroll through all these ones, but he's basically just ground and siege left at this point. Tron still has 5.3 bill. Yeah, Matua's doing really great. I think he's going to be in the top 15 for the decoration. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he's well in the top 15. So he'll be getting that March decoration, assuming they don't have like a 20 bill clear, and give all their points to Lion, and Lion takes the lead. Looks like there's another crystal mine coming up, so they're ready to start some rallies. 1 minute left. Man, I don't know if any of you guys saw, but it looked like C2. They had basically one of the people playing against Singh's team. I think it was BK. BK's team got a team heal right at the end and were able to rally Northstar and basically came within like 100 or a couple hundred points of winning, of taking first place. Alright, they're sending, but not really speeding yet. They should start speeding a little bit, but you don't want to take it too early. Yeah, they got there like 10 seconds earlier, so I think that's actually not going to be what. So if people have full power, you wouldn't want to take it quite that early. But yeah, it looks like Eagle got it no problem. So we'll see. Maybe they got a team heal. Cav solo. Looks like there's ground in there. And Rocky was not able to take it. So maybe it was not really an easy Cav solo. Hunter was taking a rally. Looks like he's zeroed now. Or pretty much zeroed. MMZ. Yeah, MMZ had looked like a couple of rough rallies. I don't know how he's doing on points here. Oh, 11th. So, but he's on the Eagle team, so 11th is going to turn into like 20 something. So he's not going to get the decoration or anything, which is only going to the top team. Meatman looks like is taking a rally, or just a solo actually. At 4.2 bill. Trying to solo her down at 3.7. That one was a pretty good attack. Set on Callisto, Archer, and boarded. Styles still has a decent amount of power, 18.1. I think he's been porting out of pretty much everything still. Probably trying not to use all of his speeds. He's on Lion, so you know they're doing a little bit better, but probably not going to take over the lead because they still need over 100k points. It is interesting that the scores are still pretty high. This round of Battlefield, or this season of Battlefield, season 8 Battlefield, has been the first time that they've consistently gotten over 1 million points for a team, and some teams get some battles multiple teams get over 1 million points. So that's kind of crazy, and I think it's kind of a direct reaction to the fact that people can now heal March presets. So that's completely changed the game. You know, you don't need to be big power anymore because you can just sit. If you have heal speed ups, you can just get zeroed. You don't even it doesn't even really bother you to get zeroed because you don't give up a whole bunch of points if you're small, and then you just heal presets and you join rallies and stuff like that, and you're able to still place really well if you have really good research. So that's, I don't know if you were looking at kind of some of the teams and rankings and stuff like that, but there were a lot of people that were like, you know, 3-4 bill that got past the first round. So that was something kind of new this All Stars. In previous All Stars, those people were just kind of toast. They were zeroed immediately and then couldn't really do much because it's really hard to heal presets if you don't actually have the preset. About 5 minutes left. Looks like Styles is just soloing, but probably not going to make up that difference. Still 100k. Waggy is definitely solidly in the lead. He's going to win, you know, he's going to win top overall unless something really crazy happens. You know, maybe if Dr. Calamansi gets a 20 bill clear or something, you know, maybe then he would jump up, but probably not. Those cav buffs, pretty good, especially since this is reinforcing, so this is not attacking, this is not in city, so those buffs are mostly refines and some research. Voice is at 3.3 bill. Let's see how that ground went, or it looks like cav. Ooh, that was a pretty good one. That was about 600 mil, 700, 800. I don't know. Can't do math at the moment. See if they follow up with the ground solo. He sent troops out. I think it would be good to keep soloing him, honestly, if people have troops. It's like there was the ground solo. See if that was enough to do it. Nope. So that only took off like 300. So I don't know if he's softening up or if he's kind of built like a trap as well. Someone just ported near. Looks like that's a 164 person for those that were interested. He's down to 2.2. Down to 2. See if Crown keeps soloing or if he's done. A mount solo was on him. Dragon. And it looks like Crown was getting multiple ground solos. And that looks like that hurt. He might have lost his subs during that, so needs to reset his game or something. Posting Callisto. Looks like people are kind of in the solo mode. Callisto's still at 13 bill, so that's going to be a rally. Unless Callisto's been soloing and has lost their subs, then there could be a pretty good solo opportunity. Looks like they're still rallying someone. Doesn't look like maybe on this team. Oh, maybe Kuma. Nothing there. Posting Maher again. 3.5 bill. Seems like Maher heals a lot. .4, so that didn't really do much. He's also got the dragon, so he's been coining enough to get 3 to level 12. And that about does it. There's going to be a little bit more going on, but it's gonna. Lion's not going to take over Stallion, so Stallion's going to win it. Waggy's going to get first overall. I'll go through the scores once it actually ends. See who actually got the March decoration. I don't even know if this one looks cool or not. Hard to know until they kind of release it. But they've also been releasing so many March decorations for coiners and stuff like that the March decorations don't even seem super super special anymore, honestly. Like, all these things used to be like you could only get them if you were in All-Stars. The buff keeps, the March decorations, and they've kind of cheapened those in my opinion because they've given them out basically for coining. And I mean, it's good business decision for them. People are buying it, and they're, some people have multiple of them, and that's the reason why people are spending $2,000 every couple weeks. But it makes people like me at least care a little bit less about. I mean, I still really want a keep from All Stars, but it cheapens the keep a little bit because some of the keeps that are being released, like I think this keep that was released, is not as good as some of the ones that they've released for pay. So let's go through the scores. Let's see who was the top 15 for Stallion. I think it's probably going to be pretty similar. So Waggy, Calamansi, Yamato, Callisto, YB North. Yeah, he's the guy who zeroed me in prelim, so a little salty. No, I'm not at all.